Mike, don't you think we should be keeping an eye on the spaghetti sauce?
No. That's the secret. You don't watch it. You just let it bubble away.
Great.
No, he's right. Nick makes a great sauce.
Mm-hmm. Right, we'll see about that.
Yes, we'll see. We'll taste. We'll smell. We'll hear. We'll feel that sauce.
Shut up and dance. Well, I hope it's soon. I'm starving.
You had the photo shoot today. Hard day.
Well, maybe. They say you burn calories when you're cold.
Was it cold?
Well, if I had my clothes on, maybe not. I still can't believe I did it.
All for the sake of art.
I did it for you. That was the plan anyway. I thought you'd need the money for your gold mine.
Scratch that.
Well, that's why I did it.
So, Nick, are the pictures going to turn out okay?
Great. The magazine's going to go bananas.
I see them.
Haven't got them developed yet.
And then how do you know that they're any good?
I just know, Dylan. After time, you know these things.
Yeah, well, I hope this time you remember to take the lens cap on.
You know, every time you say that, it gets less and less funny.
Oh, touchy artist.
Oh, he is an artist.
Yeah, he's that and a dirty old man. So you think they came out okay, huh?
That centerfold's going to have them flipping out all over America.
Flipping out.
Hey, listen, Nick thinks I should put these pictures together in a portfolio and see agents in L.A.
You should. They'll snap you up.
What for?
Well, Dylan, what do you mean what for? For modeling, for acting.
Well, you don't know how to act.
Well, I'm going to learn.
What about the snake?
Diablo?
Yeah, is he getting together a portfolio, too?
We didn't use him or her as much as we thought we would.
You shot Eve in the Garden of Eden, and you didn't use a snake?
Right. We decided to concentrate on the period before the snake arrived. It was much nicer then.
Oh, before they had a sense of shame.
You should know about that.
Before anybody was tempted.
That Dylan has totally forgotten about.
Such a brave boy.
About my father and Sophia, we've got to go back.
Not now.
But we've got to. The fire's almost on top of them.
Look, if you go back in there now, we'll all be killed.
I said turn around.
No way. Not now. Not with this wind the way it is. The wind dies down, maybe then.
Not so bad.
Who are you kidding, Lila? It's even worse.
What we need is something to take our minds off the fire.
Yeah, right.
Like a martini.
A martini.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I ought to be able to rustle up a martini around here. In fact, I'd bet my life on it.
Don't say that, even if you're just joking.
There it is, Gina. Your last hold over me going up in smoke.
All right, Mason, you've done it. We're even now.
Not quite. I've just protected myself. I still have a score to settle with you. And this is how I'm going to do that, Gina. These are going to be your downfall. The end of everything you ever wanted or hoped to have.
Give them to me.
What's going on? Hey,
What?
why don't you pay a little more attention to me instead of thinking about something else?
Like what?
Like her.
I'm sorry if I seem distracted. I'm just trying to keep from stepping on your feet.
Well, you're stepping all over my feelings.
Come on, you're making something out of nothing.
I am not.
Well, look, you posed for my brother in your birthday suit. You don't see me complaining, do you?
Well, maybe you would if you cared.
It was your idea. You wanted to do it.
To help you.
Hey, I propose a toast. Right now, to Janice, soon to be a national centerfold. And after that, probably model of the year.
To Janice.
Now, you do what I say, and you take your gorgeous self and your portfolio down to L.A. and you see that agent, okay?
I think I will.
Think. Don't just think, do it. Do you realize how marketable you're going to be when that centerfold comes out?
Dylan, why don't you come with me?
Well, I will if I can.
Why can't you?
Yeah, there's no reason for you to stick around here. Why don't you go down with her for a few weeks?
I don't know. I'll think about it. How's dinner coming?
Guys, you're not going to believe this. We don't have any Parmesan cheese or bread.
Uh-oh, someone's going to have to go to the store.
You want me to go?
No. Gil and I will.
We'll go. You guys want anything else?
Not me.
No, I'm fine.
Dylan,
What?
why can't you come with me?
I don't know.
Why?
What am I going to do down there? Carry your portfolio?
No, help me. I've helped you.
I can't help you. I don't know what to do.
You can be there. I need encouragement. I need support.
Look, you're going down there as the centerfold of the month. They're going to be falling all over you.
They are not. It just means more appointments. Dylan, I'm scared stiff.
What is there to be scared of?
What is there to be scared of? I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what to do. Rejection. What else?
Look, you're going to be fine.
In other words, you don't want to come with me.
Look, I agree with what you're doing, and you should be doing it. I mean, you'd be crazy not to, but I don't want to go down there while a bunch of Hollywood types are sizing you up.
You're telling me you're jealous?
Maybe.
Well, you weren't when Nick was taking the pictures.
Well, how do you know that?
Because I know. And I know you want to stay here, and I know why.
Oh, come on, would you get over that and get that out of your head? Keep your eye on the ball. And you've got a real chance to go down there and really do something for yourself. You go down there and show them all the talent you've got, and all the beauty you've got, all the drive you've got. You're gonna knock them dead.
Well, what if I flop?
There's not a chance in that.
What if I do?
Well, if for some reason you do, it's not the end of the world. You just come back here.
Do you want that?
What, for you to flop? Of course not.
No, for me to come back here.
Sure I do. We all do.
Who's we? You and Kelly?
Me and Kelly meet. Will you get off of that? Kelly is Nick's girlfriend.
Listen, I've known you for 2 years, and I don't think something little like that is going to stand in your way.
Janice, are you forgetting something? Nick is my brother. You want some of this?
No thanks.
Sure.
I guess I've had enough.
What are you staring at? This is none of your concern. Go away. Mason, you're a fool.
At least I'm a fool who knows how to protect himself. You can't run away from this, Gina. I've got the goods on you now.
No, I am seeing you more clearly with every passing moment.
Then how can you keep misjudging?
Listen, maybe you two would rather be alone.
No, I don't want to be alone with him, Mark.
You're not big on second chances, are you?
Mason, once you have lost respect for someone, it's pretty hard to regain it.
I told you the truth about what happened between me and Gina. Now, why can't you believe that?
I think you two really have to talk. I'm gonna just go back to the clinic.
That's a good idea.
No, Mark, I have nothing whatsoever to say to Mason. Come on, let's go into the kitchen.
You're not big on forgiveness either, are you?
I know these camp counselors. I used to be one in Huntington Lake. All they do is sit around all day long, eat the camp food and break up fights. And oh, look what I found.
What is it?
Well, it isn't a martini, but it's ginger ale.
It's wet.
We'll pretend it's champagne, huh? There we go. It's even warm.
It's not as warm as that fire. Well, to you, Mr. Lionel Lockridge, coming here to get us.
I had to come. You know that.
Of course you did for Brandon.
And for you.
All right. Augusta, what are you doing here so
Lionel and
late?
Brandon back.
Why would Lionel come here?
All right, is Brandon here?
Oh, no, he went on a camping trip. I don't know.
I called the highway patrol, but they wouldn't answer or couldn't answer my questions.
What questions?
Don't tell me you don't know what happened.
No, what?
I'm talking about the fire.
What fire?
Don't believe this. If you've been living in a cave, your son was taken to camp.
Well, I know that's what we
There is a
because
huge fire at Lake Casitas. We heard it after they left, and then Lionel heard it on the newscast, and he followed after them to see what... I don't know what's happened to them. Who are you
Oh,
calling?
my God. The police.
Well, what good is that going to do? They don't know anything. They don't know what happened themselves.
Poor Brandon, dear God. You think they're caught in it?
I don't know. Have you understood anything I've said?
Well, there's got to be a way to find out something. We have to find out something. We can't just stand here and do nothing.
What is there to do but wait? Lionel's probably sacrificed his life for Brandon and Sophia.
Well, luckily, 85 was a good year for ginger ale. Just too bad we don't have any marshmallows. Heck, it'd be a great chance to toast them, wouldn't it?
Lionel, would you please stop with the gallows humor?
I'm sorry. It's just a little false bravado.
I know. I feel like such a fool not turning back in time. But I just tell you the truth, I didn't know the fire was all around us till I was right in the middle of it.
Must have been quite a shock.
I was panicked. I was absolutely panicked. Brandon was wonderful. He was so brave. He was braver than I was. He didn't even cry.
I bet you look kind of terrific for him.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If we don't get out of here, at least we saved our grandchild's life.
Come on. We're gonna get out of here. You'll see.
Right, I'm sorry. Can I have a little more of that awful stuff?
Sure. Take it easy. This stuff has a way of creeping up on you.
I don't want one. If I carry these home, will you eat them?
No bread for us. I told you a market wouldn't be open this late, didn't I?
I think this deli should be able to help us out. Let's just hope he can find some Parmesan.
You know, Dylan and Janice are probably wondering what's taking us so long, don't you think?
Yes, but I think that they know how to amuse themselves.
Yeah. You know, Janice is so sweet, Nick. Just wonder if he knows how lucky he is.
He has never known how lucky he is. That drives me crazy. Oh, by the way, I have been a little lucky myself these days in the work front.
What's up?
Yes. I got a call from a publisher in San Francisco. He wants me up there for an interview.
You're kidding, for what?
He wants to talk about a new photo book. This one is just on Santa Barbara.
Really?
Right.
Great.
The beaches, the mountains, the architecture, and the celebrities who live here.
That's great, Nick.
Listen, would you come with me? We'll spend a couple of days up there together, have some fun.
No, I can't. I can't go, thanks. But I need to be here for Eden and that whole thing.
Honey, come on, what can you do?
I don't know. I'm just worried about her. And I don't want to go anywhere until she's okay.
Right. I just don't think you want to go.
I do. Oh, I do. I can't. That's all. You understand, don't you?
Yes, right.
Oh, here you go. Bread and provolone.
Thank you.
That'll be $5.50.
$5.50.
All right, thank you.
Kelly. I just wanted to tell you that I love you.
Here in the delicatessen, what is it?
I love you. No matter where we are.
I love you too. Mason found the will and the pills. What else did he see? How much does he know? Did he see the dress or the wig?
I suppose I should go home and wait, but it's even harder there. Gina said she'd give me something for this headache.
Gina is a headache. She doesn't take them away. You said Warren was out looking with them, huh?
Yes, but he's in a helicopter, so at least I know he's safe.
Sure they all are, Augusta. We've called the police up there. They'll let us know as soon as they know anything.
Oh, I'm sorry, Augusta. We don't have any more aspirin.
What'd I tell you?
What did he tell you?
Nothing, Gina, nothing.
Augusta, you've become a diplomat.
Thank you for looking. I'll take something at home.
Perhaps if you'd asked for something else. Gina's better with controlled substances.
Stop it, Mason. I'm in no mood for you.
What Gina doesn't want me to tell you is that she slipped back to her pre-sanitarium state of addiction and...
You have no right to discuss this.
Taking pills again, Gina?
No, I'm not.
Oh, stop lying, Gina. Of course you are. I have the proof right here. It says very clearly right on the bottle, Gina Capwell. Now all we have to do is ask the pharmacist or the doctor what they are.
Give them to me, Mason.
Not on your life, Gina. I'm going to hang on to these, and I'm going to hang you with them. There's all the proof I need. You'll excuse me, Augusta. As soon as we find out that Brandon's safe, I'll decide what to do with these.
Never a dull moment around here.
If it's dull moments you're after, why don't you go back to your own house?
Aren't you getting tired of being a mistress of the house pro tem?
All right, that's enough, Augusta. Just get out of here. I am sick and tired of people talking down to me. You're no better than I am. You never were, and you never will be.
Why do I get the feeling I'm not wanted around here?
Just get out of here. I'm not going to waste my breath on you anymore. I'm going to call and see if I can find some news about the fire. I'm going to call some TV station and see. Brandon, sweetheart. Lauren, oh, thank God you're...
I'm fine.
How's your father? Where is he?
He's still back there. We managed to get Brandon out by helicopter, but the winds were really blowing. Dad and Sophia are still at the camp's main building.
Oh, Lauren, no.
Sophia's still there? Yes, but they're doing everything they can to get her and Lionel out.
The important thing is that you're all right, sweetheart? Brenda, why don't you go upstairs and, I'll come up right away and help you clean up and get you to bed, and you can sleep as long as you want tomorrow, okay?
You should have seen the fire. It was all around us.
I know, it must have been terrible. I'll come up in a couple of minutes and you can tell me all about it. Go ahead, sweetheart.
Good night, Brandon.
Good night.
I just want you to know you've had your last chance.
Let go of me. Get out of here, Santana.
Oh, no. You don't get rid of me that easily.
You two decided to come back, did you?
Yeah, sorry we took so long.
Spaghetti ready? It's a little too ready.
Well, let's get it on the table. We'll eat.
I have
Am I here?
Yes. Never been so hungry in my life.
It's good. Where'd you two guys go?
Oh, all the markets were closed. We went to the deli.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Here, help yourself.
Here. You two may perish from politeness. I'm going to dig in.
Jack, why don't you hand me your plate? I'll serve you. It'll be a lot easier that way. Thank you.
Winds gusting up to 30 miles an hour continue to hamper firefighters.
Excuse me.
Rescue efforts as the flames sweep through the Lake Casitas area. The forecast is for continued winds at least through the late night hours, hopefully dying down by early morning.
Did you hear what he said, guys? Lake Casitas.
Yeah, it's very nice up there.
That is where Brandon's camp is, Nick. My mother drove him up there this morning, too. I gotta get home. I gotta go find out if anything's happened.
I'll drive you up.
Well, is there anything we can do to help?
Do you want us to come with you? No, thanks. Listen, and I'm sorry about the breakup of the party, but I really should go home.
Sure, we understand.
Okay.
Hey, well, listen, call and let us know what's going on.
Okay.
She's really worried. Poor kid.
So are you, aren't you? About her.
Janice.
Oh, Dylan.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Hey, look, it's been great, but I think it's time I left. Why don't you see if you can catch up with Nick and Kelly?
I don't want to catch up to Nick and Kelly. Here, look. All right, it's early. Let's finish dinner here, and we'll go down to the Orient Express and do some dancing and have a drink.
I think you should do what you really want to do. Go with Kelly.
What are you stuck on that?
I know what I see. Look, don't worry. I won't tell Nick. It's your life. I've never interfered before, and I won't interfere now.
I never meant to hurt you. I mean that.
Well, I'm afraid it's a little late, because what you're doing now hurts a lot.
I can't help the way that I feel.
I know. That's what makes it worse. I'm going to LA in the morning. I'll let you know how it turns out.
Promise?
Wish me luck.
Good luck. We'll knock him dead.
Thanks. If I do, maybe I won't be back.
I just want what's best for you, Janice.
could you have done that?
Done what? What did I do?
You don't care anything about Brandon, do you?
Oh, leave me alone, Santana. I don't know what you're talking about, either do you.
You sent him off to camp and you didn't even check to see if he arrived safely.
How do you know what I did? And how could that have changed anything?
As usual, you didn't even know where he was. You are so careless and self-centered.
Shut up! Brandon is none of your business anymore. If you loved him so much, why did you give him up?
Oh, that is a stupid thing for you to say. You know why. I had no choice.
Oh, you make me sick. You keep telling yourself you were forced to do it. You could have prevented it all. You didn't have to give Brandon away. If you loved that little boy, if you really wanted him, Cece or Channing or the devil himself could not have taken him away from you. Speaking of the devil.
Ladies, please, if you're going to fight, would you mind doing it somewhere else? I'm trying to work.
You see what you started, Santana? I'm sorry, Mason.
You've been doing your share of caterwauling too, Gina. I wish you'd both stop.
Mason is right. This isn't the time or the place.
Certainly isn't.
But the time is coming, Gina. And I'm going to get him away from you.
You wouldn't know what to do with him if you had him. As soon as things got difficult, you'd probably just give him away again. Mason?
What is it now, Gina?
Mason, we can't leave things the way they are.
Sure we can. I'm perfectly content with things the way they are.
No, Mason, we have to talk. You have the wrong idea about things. I have to explain.
The only idea I have, Gina, is getting some work done. But don't worry. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we'll talk about all sorts of things. Like how confession is good for the soul. Your soul. What there is left of it.
Mother, please, don't.
I'm sorry. I'm just so worried for your father.
Yeah, well, don't be. Look, when we left, they were okay. Really. I mean, they helped put Brandon in the helicopter. I saw both their cars. If they don't have any mechanical difficulties, when the roads clear up, they should be able to get out.
Do you really think so?
Yes, I do, Mom.
You're going to go looking for them?
Just as soon as they get another copter back in there.
I've just heard so many reports about casualties.
Mom, I know. Look, it's a bad fire, okay? But you don't have to worry about Dad taking care of himself. I mean, he's always been able to do that. He's going to make it just fine.
Well, if the fire doesn't get him, Sophia will.
Mom?
I'm just warning you about the risks, that's all.
Mother, you don't have to worry about anything like that, okay?
Warren. You don't know your father.
Look, Mom, you're worn out. Let me take you home, okay?
Yes. Don't belong here.
Sophia!
Lion! Oh, thank God. Did you find the horse?
Sorry, I couldn't find it.
No. Look at you, you're covered in ashes.
I know, there's a lot of it out there. I'll just have to look for him again in the morning. We gotta get out of here.
Where do we go, Lionel?
We'll have to decide that when we can see.
All right, what if the helicopter comes back, the wind's died down?
Well, even if it does, we may have to get out of here before that. That fire is covering that whole ridge up there. It's okay now, but if the wind turns, we could get caught.
Then what do we do?
We'll look for a pond or a stream or something to cover ourselves with.
I always wondered if the world would end this way.
That's funny, I never imagined that. I figured I wouldn't even be around to see it.
Frightened.
So am I. Don't worry. I'm still betting we're gonna get out of here.
Lionel? Oh. What time is it?
Morning. About 8:30.
Oh, have I been asleep long?
Not long.
Now I can sleep at all with that inferno going on out there. Lionel, the fire's halfway down the ridge.
gonna wake you up sooner. We've got to get out of here.
Well, when?
Sooner the better. We'll have to find a path.
Oh.
What's the matter?
Oh, I don't... Oh, I feel real dizzy all of a sudden. It's probably just my nerves.
Don't you worry about a thing. We're gonna get out of here. We both have too much to go back to. Okay?
Right. I thank God for you 100 times through the night. You'll never know how much you've meant to me.
You all right now?
Yeah,
fine. Then let's get out of here.
Finally, it's come back. Back, look.
The flames are getting closer. Let's get out of here.
I haven't ridden in a long time.
Oh, all you have to do is hold on. You think you can manage that?
Yeah, sure I can. I can try.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's put this out.
Okay, let's go.
Mason? Wake up. It's morning. It's 8:30. You said we could talk. Mason, can I come in?
Gina, what did you do? Sleep on my doorstep all night?
No, I just woke up. Please, Mason.
All right. The door stays open. My landlady doesn't like female company before 10 in the morning.
Well, it's hard to have a private conversation with the door wide open.
Yeah, but it's safer and better for my reputation.
Well, suit yourself.
Can't sit there either.
I can't even sit down?
Nope, not on the bed, and you can't crawl between the covers. I'm on to you, Gina, and your tricks. All your conniving's made you a dull girl.
You're a fine one to talk. Everything I know about conniving, I learned from you.
Yeah, well, you far surpassed your teacher. What do you want, Gina?
Yesterday you talked about confession.
That's right. I'm prepared to hear yours this morning, if you're ready to give it.
All right? Well, I've done a lot of terrible things, I admit it. I couldn't even sleep last night thinking about what you subjected me to, the humiliation. But you're right, I deserve it.
I think that goes without saying.
And now that you've burned Cece's will, Mason, I don't have any hold over you.
That's true, too. But I have something to hold over you, and I plan to use it.
Mason, please don't. Please be nice to me. There once was a time when you were very nice to me. Mason, you knew how I felt. How can you blame me for being hurt when you turned to Mary?
Oh, Gina, you act as if I cast you aside. We were never anything more than a casual flirtation.
Maybe that's all it meant to you, but it meant a lot more to me. I loved you.
That's nonsense.
No, it isn't. I did love you. And when I thought I was losing you, I went crazy.
You can't lose what you never had, Gina. What do you want?
Don't tell anybody about the pills. Swear it. And I promise I'll do anything you ask. Mason, anything.
Will you?
Promise. Anything.
Well, we might be able to strike a bargain. If I keep quiet about the pills, will you go to Mary and tell her that your being here wearing only a towel was entirely your doing, had nothing to do with any passion between the two of us?
Of course.
Don't be so quick to agree, Gina. It makes me suspicious. You'll tell Mary that you staged the whole thing.
I promise.
All right, do it. Do it now.
I will, Mason. Thank you. I do want to make it up to you.
This is a good way to start. Do a good job. Got your number now, Gina.
Mary, I just have to talk to you for 2 minutes, that's all.
All right, go ahead.
It's about Mason and me.
I'm sorry. That is a closed subject as far as I'm concerned.
No, but you don't understand. I have to explain to you what happened. It's not the way it looked at all. What you walked in on the other day was a scene I created entirely. Nothing was going on between me and Mason. I just made it look that way. You see, I made the mistake of falling in love with him, and I didn't want to lose him. So I tried to drive you away. But Mason never loved me. Not for 1 minute.
I didn't know you felt like that about him.
But Mary, he never returned it. So if you'll just forgive me, I'll never do that again. I promise.
Gina, I already know that what happened was staged. It's not that.
Well, then what is it?
I think you know.
Mary, if you're going to believe the lies everybody's telling you...
Look, I have talked to people in this house, and I know that you and Mason were having an affair, and I also know that it's one of the things that led to Cece having a stroke.
Yes, it did happen. Mary, it was just one of those things. Mason and I were both having very difficult times.
Well, it happened. I just find it horrifying to think that Mason is the kind of man who could sleep with his father's wife.
Mary, things have been bad between me and Cece for a very long time. He didn't love me. He loved Sophia. And Mason knew that. And I don't think Mason felt he was being disloyal.
Well, that's one of Mason's problems, isn't it? He doesn't have a real clear perspective on things. And frankly, even though I know that what happened was arranged, I'm not at all sure that if I hadn't walked in at that moment that it wouldn't have turned into love-making. What I am sure about is that Mason doesn't love me. So as far as I'm concerned, it's over. But thank you for being honest with me.
Mary, I'm sorry if I hurt you. I'm sorry if I spoiled things for you.
Well, it's all part of getting experience, isn't it? I have to go get some supplies.
Mary?
Just leave me alone, please.
I can't. I love you. Can't we just start over?
No, we can't. I'm sorry.
Mary.
Don't touch me, please. Just don't ever touch me again. I mean it.
Mason.
What did you say to her?
What you wanted me to.
And what was that?
Mason, really, I tried to bring her around.
You're lying, Gina. I'm gonna make you suffer for what just happened. I promise you.
You droop any lower there and you're gonna dip your beak in the coffee.
It's okay, it's all gone anyway.
You want a refill?
I guess so.
There you go. So, what's your story? How come you're looking so low? Huh?
I don't know, I guess I just ran out of luck.
You out of a job, huh?
No, that's not it.
Well, what kind of line of work did you say you did?
I'm going to be a model, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Well, hope so, too.
Just did a spread in USA Centerfold.
You're kidding me.
Model of the month. Due out any day now.
Really? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a special point of looking that one over.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. You see, usually I hang out down the newsstands, I thumb through the mags, but I never purchase anything. But this one, definitely I will buy. What did you say it was, month of December?
January. I'm on the cover and the centerfold.
I can't believe that. I'm sitting right here with a real live celebrity. Yeah, well, how often do you work then?
What?
Oh, at this modeling.
I just started. I'm going to LA and try and pursue it. Take a few acting classes. I don't know.
Acting, yeah. Well, I was in the movies once.
Really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was in L.A., and I'm not a pro or anything, but I knew a friend who knew a friend who knew a friend, and, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I just was a bit part player. You, I can tell, you are gonna be a grand star. Yes. So, oh no, what's the matter?
I think I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Oh, boy. Well, you think?
Well, I mean, he didn't say anything and I didn't say anything, but I think that's just what happened.
I'm real sorry about that. So, what happened? Did you just get bored with him?
I didn't get bored, he did.
Well, that's not possible. I mean, look at you.
He got interested in somebody else.
Uh-huh. This is human nature.
Would you believe it? He was interested in his brother's girlfriend.
No, this is not nice.
His brother's girlfriend.
This is very, very tacky. I tell you what, you forget about the bum, okay?
I guess he couldn't help it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he could try, couldn't he?
Well, he tried. I mean, he's still trying, I guess. I knew it wouldn't last forever. He told me that.
Excuse me? He told you?
Well, he told me that he couldn't be with someone for a long time. He warned me, but I didn't think that he really meant it. I thought he would change his mind, but he didn't. He said that this would happen, and it happened.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you what. I mean, it's not worth crying over. Here, why don't you take this, all right? It's not the end of the world. It's not even brain surgery. I mean, besides, the guy sounds to me like a real creep. But crazy, you know? Definitely certifiable.
Oh, he isn't crazy. He's just restless, I guess.
I know the type. Yeah. Me, I am the type. A little restless, a little unpredictable. We come, we go. They call the wind Mariah. I'll tell you what you do. You go to L.A., you become a model, you get into acting, the movies, you become a big star. You get on that silver screen and watch this bum eat his heart out for you. He sees you on television. You are receiving the Academy Award for the Best Actress of the Year. And you know where he is? He's sitting in some dive somewhere, just like this, looking down over the bottom of a beer bottle. He says to himself, gee, I could have been a contender.
You're crazy, you know that?
Yeah, I told you, didn't I?
Kelly, it's you. Did you find out about your mom?
No, nobody can tell me anything. It's driving me crazy. But Brandon got home safely. My mom's still up there somewhere.
Sorry.
Yeah, I couldn't hang out anymore at the house. I just thought I'd come help clean up after last night. Nick here?
No, he's here and gone. Come on in.
Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't then.
No, don't be silly. Come on in.
I'm not catching you in the middle of anything, am I?
Not a thing. I was sitting here staring at the dishes, but they didn't seem to get any cleaner.
I'll do them then. Maybe it'll take my mind off things, you know?
No, I know it's a tough time for you.
You know, and I feel guilty about her. Ted and Eden and I have been so awful to her. I swear, Dylan, if only she gets home safe. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Here, listen, let me help you with that. I'm a pretty good assistant.
All right.
Had a good time last night. I'm just sorry you had to leave so early.
It wasn't that early. It was close to midnight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it was. Time flies when you're having fun. Where do you want to start?
How about I wash and you dry?
Sounds good to me.
So, how are things with you and Jana?
You know, every time that you and I are alone together, you ask me that. Why?
I'm upstairs in Dad's room. I suggest you come up right away.
Why, Mason? What do you want?
It's confession time, Gina. And who knows?
Dad's hearing things these days. He can hear it too.
No, Mason.
Don't argue, Gina. I'm waiting for you.
Well, Dad, I'm sorry to make you hear all of this, but she's made fools out of both of us. It's time to get even. You're in the right place, Gina. Come on in. This time you can close the door.
Mason, I did tell Mary the truth. And she believed me. But she said, still, it was over between you two.
Yes, you've seen to that quite nice. But I don't want to talk about Mary, Gina. I want to talk about these. Now, I know how you've been using them. What I want to know is a little bit more about why.
You know everything, don't you?
Not everything, but I know enough to put you away.
Mason, if I confess, if I tell you everything, you won't do anything to me, will you?
Gina, you're at my mercy. And if you want me to show you any, you better tell the truth. So why don't you just start talking?